We've all been there, school, and typically, our experiences with it don't really stand out or stray from the norm. But there are many who attend institutions that are incredibly far from the norm, be it by choice or circumstance, and that's what this video is all about. From schools that allow their attendees to basically do whatever they want, to schools for things like becoming a better clown or Santa Claus, this is the strangest schools in the world.
Hey guys, how are you doing? I'm American Eye, and I'm going to be your guest host right here on Titanic. Enjoy the video.
Number 11. It's like school, but in a cave. There's a village in China called Miao and doesn't receive much in the way of support from the government, so having a full-fledged working regular school just doesn't seem to be possible. But when life bars you from creating something, what does one do? Improvise. That's precisely what these people did when they decided to set up shop inside an old cave. They decided to name it the Dongzong Mid-Cave Primary. They felt that education was so important that they didn't let anything get in their way when they needed a school. So they basically settled with what they had. It just so happened to be a cave. The school was open for 23 years, but unfortunately was shut down in 2011 because China is not a society of cavemen. The school, in its time, taught 186 students who otherwise wouldn't have had a school. At times, students would even travel up to 6 hours to get there. If the government doesn't want to be portrayed as caveman, fund them and build them a real school. These people did just what they could, and it was awesome. Number 10. Wizard School. So while Hogwarts may be a remote possibility for muggles, or just impossible in general, there is a wizard school that you can attend, and it might be closer than you think. The Gray School of Wizardry has an online curriculum based out of California, and is a school that specializes in occult magic. A man named Oberon Zell Ravenheart founded it, so you know this place has to be legit. The school itself was the first ever wizard school that was recognized as a real academic establishment. That in itself is enough reason to take it seriously. There are 16 different magic departments, offering more than 450 classes on everything from alchemy to dark arts. This means you can learn everything about magic all in one place. The school was obviously partly inspired by Hogwarts, but unlike Hogwarts, students of any age can attend or take their classes. Crazy? Nah. Magical? Absolutely. Number 9. Freerunning School. There's a school called Tempest Freerunning Academy where they teach you how to do all kinds of things all involved in the sport of freerunning. No, we're not joking. It's a real place, and it can be found in California. Where else? So far, there are 3 locations where you can go to perfect your running, jumping, climbing, flipping, and whatever other ings there are in freerunning. How crazy is that when we live in a world where you can find a school for basically anything, especially for all the essential life skills like this one? These facilities are basically just giant adult-sized playgrounds where one can go and do all kinds of things. If you take a look at their website, you'll fall in love and want to attend yourself. This school is like the kid stuck in an adult body's paradise. However, people of basically all ages can go. If only they had something like this back when they were trying to find our past in life. Number 8. Brooklyn Free School. If you thought that last school looks and sounds cool, just wait until you hear about this one. Welcome to Brooklyn Free School, the school where kids get to learn basically whatever they want, about whatever they want, at their own pace, and with a curriculum designed and utilized by them. The school emphasizes self-directed learning, and students here don't have tests, grades, homework, unless they want to do some. It was founded in 2004, and as of 2015, the school had around 24 graduates and 80 active students. This isn't the first free school to grace New York though, but it was the first established in 1975. Can you imagine going to a school somewhere that doesn't force upon you, grade you, or make sure you're following one clear path to your future? We mean these kids have got to be having a lot more fun than in those regular schools. The ability to follow and find whatever path they want sounds great. Maybe we'll see more of these fun schools in the future, yeah? Number 7. Tropa University. Do you need to relax, zen out, meditate? Does real life stress you out to the point of near no return? Well, here's some good news. There's a school located in Colorado where students can go to learn all about the ways of Buddhism. Meditation is mandatory here, so you'll be able to get your de-stress game on, and you can take other classes that focus on things like yoga and Tai Chi. They offer fully legitimate degrees in Buddhist studies, and you can also earn certificates in other things like poetry, theater, and peace studies. They take vision quest and wilderness therapy and have guest lecturers from time to time, of which, at one point, was Allen Ginsberg. This is perfect for all those hippies, hipsters, and those who want to feel at home within themselves and within nature. Buddha School, who would have thought? Number 6, Burgess Hill School. So you thought that Brooklyn Free School sounded awesome, did ya? Well, imagine going to this school. This school is where anything was accepted, from smoking in class to riding motorcycles around campus. What we speak of is Burgess Hill, and this school was pretty popular in the 1960s with kids who wanted to do, well, let's be honest, anything they wanted. Classes were voluntary, and the establishment tolerated most behaviors and actions the kids could throw at it. They were allowed to learn at their own pace, and at times, learning to read and count was even discouraged. This would have been a little wonderland for us back in the day, although we probably wouldn't have learned much. Number 5, Ohio College of Clowning Arts. Okay, so we'll preface this by saying that we definitely knew that there were such things as clown schools, clown colleges, or whatever else you want to call it. But that doesn't mean that it's not strange, because it's out there, and we love it. Clown college is for anyone who feels like their life ambition is to become a clown. Here you'll learn all sorts of different techniques for improving your physical comedy skills. Students spend 30 weeks learning various skills, performing methods, and character development. They're also required to pass practical and theoretical exams. Now, can you imagine being the person who flunks out of clown school? One must actually study and work hard to make it out as a graduate. There's really no time for clowning around. Graduates go on to do many things, including working in circuses and at children's birthday parties. Or maybe we should say, the roof of the circus tent? We don't know, seeing as we're not clowns, but really, you can learn everything you need to about being a clown right here. Number 4, Maharishi School. Now this may sound like it'd be a meditation and soul-searching intensive place, and well, yeah, that's precisely what it is, but it's also much more than that. Located in Fairfield, Iowa, Maharishi School is there for those who are bored with the same old curriculum one would just find at a typical school. And here, instead of learning just the regular subjects, you can learn about transcendental meditation, or obviously yoga, but also Sanskrit and creative intelligence and much more. They do offer other subjects such as English and math. There are many other options you can study. The school graduates 10 times as many students as the national average, and students here typically score in the 99th percentile. So if you think this place is a joke, just look at the numbers and then tell us what you think. Maharishi School, the real deal when it comes to excellent, unusual learning. Number 3, Hamburger University. This sounds ridiculous. It kind of is ridiculous, but it's totally real as well. Hamburger University was built by McDonald's in Oak Brook, Illinois, which is a suburb of the great city of Chicago. The facility was literally made so the McDonald's employees could attend and learn the ways of managing their restaurants. It might sound kind of crazy, but needed in this world of a million Mickey D's. So far, more than 80,000 different employees who hold different positions, including mid-managers, restaurant managers, and owner-operators, have graduated from this corporate university. A whole school dedicated to learning the ins and outs of McDonald's. Are you loving it or what? Number 2, Charles W. Howard Santa Claus School. Have you ever thought about becoming a Santa Claus? Well, if you have, we are excited to present to you the perfect school for going and learning everything you ever want to know about your jolly old passion. Introducing the Charles W. Howard Santa Claus School. It was established in 1937. This is like the Harvard, the Princeton, the Yale of Santa Claus schools, and it's totally dedicated to teaching you everything there is to know about the good old Saint Nick. Here you learn about how to behave like Santa, dress like Santa, and even interact with the live reindeer as Santa would on Christmas night. How crazy is it when there's a school dedicated to something like this? You probably know those people that are almost creepily obsessed with Christmas and the holidays. Well, this just steps it up a notch. Head over to Michigan, as that's where this school is located, and get your Santa on today. Number 1, Tundra School. There's a school in Russia that caters to the children of the tundra, children whose families live nomadic lives. They're also known as the Nenets. Yes, they actually send out helicopters to go and collect the children that otherwise wouldn't be able to attend school and bring them to a nearby village called Vorkuta. This Russian village is by all means a very rural and desolate place. But the school these children attend is full of bright colors and gentle reminders of the children's lives back in the tundra with their families. The kids spend 9 months of the year boarded up by the school. They get to go back and spend about 3 months of summer with their families before being picked up and flown back all over again. This just goes to show the importance of school, any school, and what people will do to give their children a decent education. How awesome. Can you even imagine attending one of these wacky schools? Have you noticed any of these or other schools that are strange? If so, tell us about them in the comments section. We'd love to hear about it.
Wow, now that was a great video. You know where else to find some great videos? Right here on my channel, American Eye. I'll see you there.